The closing moments of Grey's Anatomy. Season 22, Episode 5 delivered one of the most emotional and nerve-wracking twists of the season. Jo Wilson's water-breaking at just 30 weeks pregnant. After an episode filled with emotional tension, discussions of faith, and difficult medical cases, the final scene left fans stunned and fearful for both Jo and her unborn twins. Throughout the episode, Jo was already under immense emotional pressure. Her day started with a heated discussion with Link about baptizing their babies. What began as an intimate conversation about faith quickly spiraled into a debate about belief, loss, and trauma. Jo's decision to discuss baptism with Link's mother, without him knowing, didn't sit well with him. He doesn't believe in religion or divine protection, and for him, faith represents a painful reminder of his childhood cancer struggle. The prayers that went unanswered, the kids who didn't survive. For Jo, though, faith is about hope and comfort, something that helps her hold on during chaos. This difference in their beliefs created emotional friction that carried through the episode. Despite the tension, the two still functioned as a strong medical team and emotional unit. Jo handled a challenging patient, a pregnant woman who refused medication or medical intervention despite her baby being breech. The patient's story mirrored Jo's own fears of losing control, especially after learning that the woman's husband had recently passed away. This case forced Jo to confront her own anxieties about motherhood and reminded her that control can sometimes be an illusion, an emotional lesson that would come full circle by the end of the episode. After managing the patient and resolving the night's crises, Jo and Link were finally ready to go home. Their earlier arguments seemed to have softened. Both were drained yet connected again. Just as it seemed the night was over, Jo suddenly stopped, looked at Link, and said the line that sent shockwaves through fans. "I think my water just broke." The moment was perfectly timed, quiet, almost ordinary, but loaded with panic. Jo's expression quickly shifted from disbelief to fear, while Link immediately registered what was happening. The episode didn't show what happened next, but the implication is terrifying. Jo's only 30 weeks along, far too early for a safe delivery. This means both she and the babies could be facing serious medical complications, including premature labor, breathing difficulties, and extended time in the NICU. For longtime fans, this twist hits especially hard. Jo has been through trauma after trauma, from her abusive marriage to struggling as a single mother and finding new love with Link. Now that she's finally building a family and some sense of peace, this new crisis threatens to undo everything she's worked for. Thematically, Jo's early labor also ties back to the episode's central question about faith and control. Jo wanted to believe she could plan and protect everything: her children's birth, their faith, their future. But life once again reminds her that nothing at Grey Sloan ever goes according to plan. The episode ends on that haunting note, setting up what's sure to be one of the most emotional storylines of the season. Will Jo and her babies be okay? Can Link stay strong and supportive as they face another medical emergency together? For Grey's Anatomy, this cliffhanger promises both heartbreak and hope, a reminder that even in chaos, love and resilience can still pull people through. Thank you for watching.